all came onto this film because of how much we love and adore animals and the environment and how important they are to all of us. In my country, of things being sort of brought back what I would consider a few decades, if not more. So I think that there's no better time, really, as well. Sometimes it's not really an issue of just theme, it's also an issue of when a movie comes out and what it has to say, and I think there's no better time than now.
You know, the film is not, for me at least, not just about nature and the environment, but about childhood and imagination and like what it's like to play and to lose that. And you know, Okja and Mija, you know, it's I never had a giant pig, but I have a memory of it almost. You know, whether that was with your friends or your animals or whatever, and that was a really fun thing to touch base with.
자연과 생명에 대한 지금 동시대를 살아가는
I think that as a director, today, if you want to talk about life and nature, I think you've got to be in the shadow of Miyazaki because he's such a master. This film, Okja, talks about life and about nature, but I really wanted to talk also about the relationship with capitalism. And I think Miyazaki hadn't really talked about that aspect, so that is an opportunity which I saw for my film.
I took nature and science and I synthesized.
Capitalism is really upping its game in finding ways to trick us that actually more than anything else we are consumers, more than sentient beings, more than people who relate to one another, more than people who live within nature and are natural beings ourselves. We have to be on our guard against these tricks, and I think the film offers a corrective to this trickery.
Pedro Almodovar delivered a virtual manifesto in which he said that he did not think that a film without theatrical distribution should be granted the Palme d'Or.
Yeah, it's a statement that the president made. It's really important that the president feels free to make whatever statements he or she makes, and you, gentlemen and ladies of the press, come and receive it. That's part of the deal. I think it's an enormous and really interesting conversation that's beginning. But the truth is, if you want to know what I really think, I think, as in many matters, there is room for everybody.
The levitation is coming from another book, which is not a comic book, but a Russian young adult book by Belyayev called Flying Man. And when I was like 13, 14, I read that book, and I still remember of that phenomenon. And I mean, I remember that, can I believe that someone flying? And I was, at that time, naive and innocent. And I felt that, yes, I can.
Doctor, I can't. Look, I feel. I can't.
Superheroes, yeah. I mean, this is a strong references. Of course, we are joking with that idea more, but for me, he's much more an angel-type creature, and not just a superhero who is coming from Kryptonic. And I don't know. We have no answers exactly where he has come from. He is kind of a mirror. He is kind of much more a transcendental person.
I love the balance between fantasy and reality, and how do you balance, you know? Because it's so risky, do what you did.
Science fiction or fantastic books, it was really surrounding, because it was kind of, how can I say, in the communism, that was what writers can write. because they cannot directly criticizing. So those books was very deep. Even in movies, the Tarkovsky movies, the science fiction movies, it was just cover some behind the genre serious questions.
If you work for me with your extraordinary talent, you can earn that money, you know? And then I can help you to escape this place. Is it a good deal?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, give me your hand. So now we are partners, me and you.
Partners.
Partners, yes?
I always thought that JOUR had the most difficult part to deal because first, in one hand, you have to be acrobat and sportsman to do that and have incredible patience. And on the other hand, you as an actor have to add to it and make it whole thing. And I was always like just trying to be supportive and watched him and thinking, amazing what this guy can do because it's very exhausting physically. You cannot imagine what he had to do there.